in the chair again. Oh, so pleased to be back. Welcome to another episode of Cruising with John, and I'm so happy to be back. Sorry it's taken so long to get another post out there. We've been extremely busy putting together the next few cruises that we have ready to show you. So without further ado, let me tell you about them. I'm so excited. So the first cruise that we have coming up soon is on the P&O Azora, and that is P&O's holiday number A320B. Now, A320B is a Greek Islands cruise that is sailing out of the Port of Valletta in Malta, and that is a 7-night cruise. Very looking forward, very looking forward, extremely looking forward to it. So anyway, without further ado, let's have a look at this this cruise. So we will now this is we land in Malta quite late in the evening, and they will hurry us straight onto the cruise ship because they will need to leave port relatively quick. However, so that will limit the amount of information or the amount of pictures, etc., that we can show of Malta and the Port of Valletta. However, when we dock back into Valletta at the end of the cruise, we can video and answer any questions about the Port of Valletta. Because we what we're going to do is, because our flight home is quite late at night, we're going to spend as much of the day in Malta. So we're going to stay at the Hotel Excelsior. So just spend it by the pool and visit some friends and family that we know over there. We have visited Malta a number of times. My partner used to live in Malta, and so we always try and spend a bit of time with friends and family while we are there. So if you've got any questions about Malta, please put them in the comments below and ask away, and we will answer whatever we can for you. Now, I won't make a complete arse of myself and try and pronounce some of the ports that we're visiting, and there's only 4 of them, so but we will be going to places like Mykonos or the island of Rhodes. Now, the whole reason for doing these posts is to provide you as the viewer with as much information about cruising and the ports as possible. So hopefully, if you're viewing this before your Greek cruise, please put as many questions about the ports that you want to, that you're going to visit down, and we will try and do the research for you so you don't make mistakes, or you end up visiting something that maybe you could have done cheaper, or you could have done something else, or you end up going on an excursion, or I don't know. When we first started cruising, we made so many mistakes by not planning ahead. So when it comes to ports, you want to know whether you can get a taxi to the local beach, or how far is it to the local town, where can I buy some souvenirs, or do they do a trip around the island? Lots of questions, but ask away and we will do our best. Obviously, we can't cover excursions because there's so many of them, but if you want to know about the port, please ask away and we will do our very best. Now, of course, one of the things that we're quite excited to do, which is the first time we will have done this, is a live stream from either the cruise ship or some of the ports. So if you fancy watching myself and my partner in any of the cruise ports, let us know, and what we will do is post up the times that we'll be doing these live feeds, and it will be fantastic if you can join us. And as I said, if there are any questions about the cruise ship that you want to know about, if there's a menu that you'd like a copy of, or if you want to know about drinks prices, drinks packages, obviously I have got a YouTube post about P&O drinks packages, so have a look at that one. That one is pretty comprehensive, and it doesn't tend to change that many times, and it was based on the new drinks packages that were announced. Where are we now? Back in May, so it is quite up to date. So you know, please ask away. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification, because it really does help the channel, and it doesn't cost anything, so what's not to like. So the second cruise that I will be doing as a solo cruiser again is a cruise on the Britannia, P&O Britannia. I know you're saying, oh, not another P&O cruise. Don't worry, there's other cruise lines coming up. So I'm, again, really pleased to announce those, but I'll do that later, because anyway, so this is a transatlantic. I keep saying that, and in the back of my mind I've got Del Boy saying it. I'll show you a post and then you'll realise it.
Here, have you seen it, Ruthers?
Seen what?
You know, our plane. It's only a jumbo jet.
Yeah, well, they usually are. I mean, this is transatlantic.
Yeah, transatlantic.
Now, Del Boy is from Only Fools and Horses, which is a UK BBC series that used to be on. Very funny, so if you ever get a chance to watch it. But anyway, I digress. So I'm on the, it's a repositioning cruise from Southampton to Barbados. Now that's where cruises reposition themselves ready for the, you know, another season of cruising. Obviously they would have done the Mediterranean, and obviously because the temperatures drop later on in the year, they then go over the pond over to, you know, the Caribbean, or the Caribbean, if pardon my American friends out there. And so, you know, they do the Southern Caribbean, Eastern, Western, and the Bermuda, and then obviously they often travel up north towards Canada. So this is a repositioning cruise. It's cruise number, or holiday number, B for Bravo 326. So if you have a look at that particular cruise, you'll see the destinations that we'll be going to. It's a 15-night, as I've said. It's a QF cabin, which is a narrower solo balcony cabin. So as you know, if you book a stateroom, doesn't matter which one it is, you often pay a supplement because you're a solo traveller, which is quite a sting in the tail. But obviously you're taking up a stateroom that's designed for 2 people. But the QF cabin is designed for a solo cruiser. So I'll be pleased to show you a you know, video that particular cabin, so you can see what I'm staying at. And that's at deck 17 on the Britannia, which is the Lido or Lido deck, which I've no problems with, because it's a you know, I know that deck 17 obviously quite high up, but I don't suffer from seasickness or motion sickness, which obviously people do have the misfortune to suffer from, and I've got every sympathy for them. It must be awful. But as I've said before on some of the other posts, if you do suffer from travel sickness, seasickness, try and be as low down in the cruise ship as you can do, you know, deck 3, deck 4, and midship, and that way you don't feel so much of the sort of the what would you say, the turbulence? No, not that's air, but any of the motion in the ocean, if you see what I mean. So, but the cruise ships do have stabilizers, so it prevents the sort of the roll of the ship. But I do know lots of people that suffer, and they have been astounded by the fact they did suffer from it when they took their first cruise. So that's fantastic. Anyway, I digress again. So anyway, being a transatlantic 15-night cruise, there's lots and lots of sea days. So if I look at my notes here, sorry about this. So we sail from Southampton. We've got 3 sea days. We arrive in Madeira. We then have another 6 days, so keep me busy, please. And as I said before, if you see me on a cruise ship, come and say hello to me. I could talk a glass eye to sleep. I love talking to people, so come and see me. I don't care. I don't care what I'm doing. Come over, say hello, and I'd love to speak to you. So 6 more sea days. Then we arrive on the 30th of October in Antigua. Then we go to St Kitts, St Lucia, St Vincent, and then we dock in Barbados, and then we fly home to reality. Oh well. So again, if you want any information about any of these seaports, and the towns, and how to get to them, put your comments below. And if you're watching this in 2024, they do this particular cruise obviously twice a year, because obviously they'll come. So this one's obviously going from Southampton to Barbados. Eventually it will go back from Barbados to Southampton. So this, it's not like this cruise will never happen again. So, and of course you'll go to Antigua, St Kitts, St Vincent, Barbados, and all beautiful islands. But if you want to know about, say for example, Rodney Bay in St Lucia, or Carlisle Bay, or Beach in Barbados, or Bridgetown, or anything in any of these islands, let me know, and I will do my very best to provide you with this information. Just don't forget to do the like, subscribe, and notification bell, because that's what obviously helps our channel, and I want to be able to give you as much information as possible, and we don't get paid for it, so it's all done for the love of the channel. Anyway, I said to you, we've got other cruises coming up. We do have a Southern Caribbean back-to-back cruise coming up early 2024. So I'm really looking forward to that. And that's on the Marella Voyager. That was a Mineship cruise ship before it moved over to the Marella brand. It was with TUI, obviously part of the same group, but it moved. It got its new livery, and then was moved over to Marella, and that will be sailing from around Barbados, Guadeloupe, etc. In early 2024. So we're doing 2 cruises. That's what it's called, back to back, and then we have a Mediterranean cruise. We have some Royal Caribbean, Royal Caribbean, I was going to say Caribbean there, but it's Royal Caribbean cruises coming up. We're trying to organise a Voyager of the Seas repositioning cruise, so I'll be excited if I can get that arranged. And we also have, we are in the planning processes of NCL cruises. Why do I keep saying cruises? We have some trips planned. I didn't use the word cruise, but we have some booked for NCL. We do have another P&O, which is again a Caribbean cruise. We have Princess. What else do we have? We've got quite a few books. So anyway, as they get closer, you'll be the first to know about it. But I will obviously put a few posts on my Facebook group. That's Cruising with John, obviously. Now there's two, there's one group and there's the other, which is my personal. Feel free to subscribe to both of them. It's the same information on both. And you know, I look forward to speaking to you personally, obviously, if you're on these cruises, but also sharing the live feeds and you know, reading your comments. Be nice. Anyway, have a fantastic day and have a fantastic cruise, and I'll see you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care then. Bye bye.